So today is going to be a chill video because I am trying to sell my 435i still. Now, the M3, we can all agree that is amazing. The S55, I mean, it sounds fantastic. The entire car is amazing. Now, obviously, like my 435i, full carbon, obviously, there's a lot of carbon pieces on it. It's sexy, it sounds good. You can hear the front mounts a lot better on this guy than you can on the F80, just because the F80 is just so loud. It's really a track car. Like, this car genuinely is amazing. I don't regret doing anything of it, except for obviously there's, like, I didn't really think I'd ever sell this car, but I wanted something more reliable and I wanted something stronger and more, I guess, relatable in a sense. What you guys have to understand is that, like, yeah, the 435i, it had a good run, okay? But realistically, I'm never going to fully build this car out. Like, I think it'd be so cool to eventually maybe get another or something and do a 4MD stroke kit on it. But again, I'm in a situation where it's like it would be cool to have both of these cars. But unfortunately, it's not financially smart right now. Maybe eventually I end up just getting another, but I will never build it out to the point where it was like this ever again because I've spent so much money. Like, here's the thing, okay? Any car build is going to be a lot of money wasted. Like, these two carbon pieces, okay? So the fenders and the hood were a little $3,000. This is real carbon fiber. Genuinely, the coolest shit I think I've ever had on a car. Like, this car is stupidly immaculate. And I think that's one thing we can all agree watching this video is that the 435i exterior, not necessarily interior, but definitely exterior, is a lot cleaner than the M3 is. But the thing that I hated about this thing is that I went overboard on it, and the M3, I'm really not doing that. Matter of fact, what my plans are with that car is to do a single mid pipe, obviously buy the MHD license, because right now it's just tuned on whatever the guy had. I'm going to end up doing the crank hub again, just to be on the safe side, so that way I can have documents and that I know that it's been done, even if it may not have been. Somebody said that it probably was, but I'm not gonna go overboard with it. Like, that's the beauty of an M car, is that when people who know cars see that it's an M car, they know, like, it's the most badass thing. Like, you don't have to go all out like this to kind of describe yourself as a car person. Again, this is what $20,000 worth of mods gets you. It's something as cool as this, but again, I don't need that. But anyways, these guys are gonna go back in the car. That's gonna go back in the car because what I am gonna do is take out these seats and sell them on their own because I don't need them. Like, this is the one thing too, is that even if I were to keep this car, I would 100% just sell these seats. Like, I don't need them in this car too. I just keep the original OEM ones, so that way everything works on him. Like, it was a cool thing for sure to have it all, but you don't really need it, bro. You don't. So the boot cover here and that are going to be changed over to the M3. And then essentially all this is gonna stay, like the carbon fiber steering wheel. This was cool to have, but I actually like the other style better. Like, I think OEM Plus is way better. The worst thing about this entire process is not actually getting the seats out. It's actually, I have to take off the rail for the passenger seat. I'm not looking forward to doing that at all.
To save everyone from the hassle, I took out the driver's side seat and put the OEM one back in. But again, it's the passenger side that is really going to suck because I have to transfer the seat rail to the OEM one again.
I kid you not. Took me like 2.5 hours because this little mechanism here wasn't going up, and now I got it up too much. But you know what? Too much is better than none. So what we gotta do now is basically just undo these bolts, put this rail back on that seat there. This one's not gonna have a rail. It never came with one either. The other one, well, it did, but it was fucked. Okay, so that's that. Thank God that part is over, bro. That sucked. Again, never would recommend doing this because it's really not worth it.
Now, if you do have to transfer the seat rails, just like myself, be very careful when unscrewing these bolts because once you unscrew a certain side, it's a whole bunch of weight and gravity likes to play effect. That middle part is just plastic and it can break so easily.
That's removed, that's removed. This can get removed too. I have to try to break this guy because this guy super easily able to be broken just like that. I hated every ounce of this. I epoxied it, still kind of broken there, but at least the seat rail is back on, and I don't have to worry about that. So I gotta get those things sold. that stuff's go back in. This is literally an entire ordeal, and I think it's been like 3 hours. I'm just done. I'm sick of it. No more mods. This is the reason why I had the M car. I don't really have to do anything mods interior-wise except for transferring certain things over. But thank y'all for watching. I appreciate it because now the OEM seats are back in, or about to be back in. Now it's super easy because it's coated, so it should work. And if it doesn't, then great. But I gotta let that dry. So I'll see you when that's dry. So basically tomorrow, or in 2 seconds for you. All right, so next morning, this is epoxy dry, so that's good. Which means that I can officially put that seat back in, which is gonna be so exciting. I can't wait to absolutely struggle with this. Now, I know it's a bad angle, but I can definitely tell you one thing, is that because I had to repair this seat, or the rail a little bit. The rail is thrown off a little bit, but it's not like it's gonna do anything because really the safety is making sure that it at least just screws in, which you just have to kind of push it a little bit and obviously torque it down to, I think it's like 42 Newton meters. Safety is obviously #1 priority, so it's like, you know, making sure that this is all good and safe is literally the most important thing. If I ever decide to do a car like this again, change seats, I'm definitely just gonna go with like some real raw race car seats, because at that point it's, you know, you don't have to deal with motor functions or anything. You just deal with implementing it. Now that these seats are both in, I have to take out that guy, which that's not hard at all because it's just a spring, but then I gotta take off that back cover for the EC unit. You know, now that this is all back in, this actually looks 1,000 times better. I don't know, man. There's something about the seats and doing the armrest. Unless that thing is really, really bad, then obviously change it out or just get a new one. But 1,000 times better. Obviously, everything now completely works fine and everything is back to OEM. Truthfully, I wish I had all this stuff really readily available because I probably would have just parted this out. I mean, obviously, when people are trying to buy a car, they want it to be as stock as possible. And you know, one of those things is, I probably could have done that because I still have a majority of the OEM parts and probably could sell this thing for a lot more than what it's probably gonna go for now. So anyways, yeah, this is cool. Lesson learned, don't ever do so many mods like this again. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're new to this channel, subscribe, because this F80 is the new car that is always gonna be on the channel.